Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back to episode 13 of Harderloper. In the last episode, we successfully completed every single part of the Far Territories, and we made our way to Mystery Lake. It was a long walk, but our bearskins kept us warm on the way. We're on our way to Coastal Highway so that we can do a few trades with the trader and start getting those quests from the trader. I've never seen them before. I don't expect they're going to be nearly as hard as the Far Territories have been, but it's at least going to be something else that we can do. After that, I'm going to have to create my own direction if we want to keep this series going, and I don't know how I'll do that. To tell you the truth, when you run out of things to do, and your own survival is the only point, it becomes hard to figure things out, but there are things we can do. We can build safe houses all over the world with the woodworking tools, safe houses that we're happy with. We can construct furniture, we can fix the roof of the mountaineer's hut. There are hundreds of things we can do. We can customize the world to our liking. So maybe we'll try to do that. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna open up chat here. We still have our second pair of crampons in there. 95% durability. These ones are at 88, so we got a long time before we run out of those. The insulated flask. Now, we appear to have the onset of an affliction. What is that? Is that cabin fever? Yeah, we can deal with that very easily where we currently are. Got our woodworking tools. We're pretty much packed and ready to go. The only thing still requiring a repair in our clothing is the moose hide cloak. Other than that, we're completely fine. Happy Boxing Day, Mary. Damn straight. Floyd Mayweather versus Muhammad Ali happening today on your International Boxing Day. Alright, do I have any dried meat here still? I'd imagine Okay, yeah, we collected all of it. So these are our travel rations. We're gonna pack up for the move. We have 2 chunks of moose meat, a fair amount of water. However, I think I'll take a little bit more. Alright, that should do. You know what? We can leave right now. Look at how warm it is. Fucking 1 arrow down, -7. Yeah, let's just get going. We have everything. We're well packed and good to go. You got anything you got your eyes on to buy, Mary? Any holiday deals you're looking to capitalize on? It's a beautiful day outside here. Man, there's a sheet of snow, but nothing to shovel. And it's a clear blue sky, bright sunny day. You could use a magnifying lens to start a fire today. Hello, Teabag. Welcome back. Insight, nice to see ya. You're at work. Well, hey, better to make money than spend money, huh? I've been thinking it's time for another 7 Days to Die series soon. I've been getting the feels. I'm disappointed though, there's still no Undead Legacy. Even after all this time that 1.0 has been out. It looks like the dev is gonna be moving the goalpost. He said that he would have Undead Legacy released for the 4th quarter of 2024, but clearly that ship has sailed, right? It doesn't look like we're gonna be getting it. Restarted the game on a new difficulty level and explored Mystery Lake. Right on. Good. Yes, I know who it is. Your insight. My brother in China. All right, I found a spot out of the wind. It's amazing, but our stamina level is so good that I can actually wear the bearskin jacket and get around respectably well. I have over a quarter of my stamina bar, even though we have the bearskins worn. Susanna's nephew got his he got a gaming computer for Christmas. So, however, they did not know that you need to get an uninterrupted power supply to protect the computer. Fortunately, we were able to tell them that before they hooked it up. I might have protected a massive investment. Good morning, Godby. How are you doing today? Well, that wolf is following us, but so far he doesn't seem intent on running us down and attacking us. We might be okay. Isn't it amazing how far you can walk in Mystery Lake? The temperature is so forgiving here, and we're gonna have much of the same when we head over to Coastal Highway. Very forgiving temperatures. Shit. That's another wolf. Okay, he's running away from us. He smelled our bearskin jacket. Oh, shit. Another one. I broke his pathing. He might still run at us, though. Yep. Holy shit. He's coming. All right, we got him. You can't always avoid a conflict. You woke up, so good so far. Every day above ground is a blessing, buddy. Damn straight. Yes, very good, Teabag. So you're getting better at shooting with archery. Right on. You'll be playing Harderloper in no time, Teabag. Now, while we're here, I think we're gonna gather some birch bark. It makes perfect sense that we would want to, you know? Build up some heals that we can use later. And that birch bark is going to be one of the main ways that we can maintain full health during hard times. The trader should be easy to deal with. We are going to have very frequent auroras. And we might be able to get multiple trades done every day. Oh, wow, you've never done the story and you have 1100 hours? Honestly, I've never finished it either. I beat episode 1 and 2 when I first started playing the game, but ever since then, I haven't played a single episode of Wintermute. I prefer survival, man. It's way harder. Now, if they added like an interloper difficulty to story mode, I might do it. But even then, it feels boring. I don't like the narrative-driven story of the Long Dark because I feel like there's an end to it. And I find it hard to invest in something that I know is gonna end, right? All right. In keeping with tradition, we only ended up finding 2 birch bark over here. But we can search the ravine for more. We're passing through the ravine anyway to get where we want to go. It's amazing how I'm only finding 2 birch bark here. You'd think you'd find more. But that might have to do with the lack of sticks respawning in Mystery Lake that we've been experiencing since the update. Well, you know what, Teabag? We can share our adventures with each other. All right, we made it to a shelter. To rest or not to rest? That is the question. I can get my stamina back, but do I want to sleep? Maybe not. It depends. -9? If I do sleep, I'll sleep in the exterior cave. And in so doing, I will eliminate our cabin fever risk. You keep checking the normal loot spots, yeah. It's funny, you know, in the story when you spawn, it's at the Milton plane crash, and in this playthrough that we're currently playing, we spawned at that Milton plane crash. Best interloper spawn in the game, in my opinion. Like, you have an immediate jerry can, you're in a place where you can find a shitload of clothing, right? The town of Milton. A really, really great spawn. There's a shitload of food. Usually the way I prefer to do it is I spawn near Forlorn Muskeg, and then I work my way over to Timberwolf Mountain, finding like a bedroll and a hacksaw and everything on the way, right? So spawning in Milton at the plane crash for me was perfect, and it was twice as good because normally I have to go to Milton and then climb up to the plane crash, but I didn't have to climb up to the plane crash in this playthrough. I went down from the plane crash right at the start of the game. Wonderful, wonderful spawn. And I got an emergency stim up there right away. Well, we got a lot of birch bark so far, and it's not over yet. Yeah, start from the far areas so you don't keep putting them off. There have been some playthroughs where I didn't even search Coastal Highway or Desolation Point. Because I would spawn in Forlorn Muskeg, and I might do like Broken Railroad for my first pack of matches, then go to Mystery Lake, Milton, Pleasant Valley, Timberwolf, Ash Canyon, Black Rock, but I would never fit Coastal Highway or Desolation Point into that process. Okay, yeah, we can totally get some sleep here. Even if the weather was to change, we're probably gonna be fine. It could become a blizzard and I'd still be okay here. All right. Oh, the dam is scary, Teabag. There's electric wires everywhere. Very dangerous, those electric wires. Okay, we woke up to a blizzard, so our exploration is temporarily ceased. We have very few ways that we can actually spend our time here. Ah, here we go. We'll prepare our birch bark. And the more time we spend out here, the better. It's extra buffer against cabin fever. All right, looks like the weather's calm, and it's gonna be most likely very warm outside. No, not very warm, but warm enough. We can look around, try to find more birch bark. Here we go. The more we get, the better. Oh man, I'm so glad. Like, when you have been in the far territories for a while, right? When you've been in the zone of contamination, transfer pass, Forsaken Airfield, and particularly Sundered Pass, when you come back to one of these more forgiving regions with the regular weather, it feels like you've been carrying around weights and you finally were able to take them off. It's exactly what it feels like. It's a wonderful feeling. Like liberation. It's exactly what liberation feels like. You're free. Well, we're only one arrow down whenever we're out of the wind. Probably going to be more birch bark over there by that cluster of trees. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3. It's funny. I have this habit where I always check to make sure I brought my bedroll. I never forget it, yet I always check to make sure I didn't forget it. How many of you, in your early days with the Long Dark, would sleep somewhere and then forget your bedroll and have no idea where you left it, right? Oh, wow, nice. So you can just get any games you want right now, eh, Godby? Okay, let's run you through the list. Do you have 7 Days to Die? Honestly, buddy, there's so many survival games I would recommend to you. How do you feel about city builders? Like real-time strategy city builder games. Do you like those? Because Frostpunk 2 is an extraordinary experience. I played it on the channel if you want to check it out. It's a wonderful game. Frostpunk 1 was good. Frostpunk 2, they did even better. It sucks because I feel like if you like survival games, I want to recommend Icarus, particularly because Icarus is extremely expensive, but it's probably all on sale right now. But I know that there's a lot of problems with Icarus, so I feel conflicted about recommending Icarus to you. It's a good survival game with some bad problems still left in it. Not game-breaking problems, but there's a lack of polish from the devs, and it's very expensive. But I don't know. I would recommend that somebody buy Icarus whenever it's on sale, but it's a very pricey bundle to get all of the content for it. $7 years to release. Yeah, it's not 7 Days to Die, but 7 years to release. Even longer, wasn't it out for like 10 or 11 years by the time it actually launched? And even then, they released it to 1.0 and they still have experimental betas for it. Like, hey, hello, Simon. Yeah, we had a good Christmas. You know what? I was alone in the house. Like, I didn't really have any company on Christmas, but I had you guys, and that made it a lot easier. Yeah, we enjoyed our festive feelings together here on the channel, and it was good. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas yourself, and are currently having decent holidays. You doing good? You got a Long Dark playthrough on the go, or what? Okay, here we are. Let's warm up. Hopefully the wind settles down a little. Looks like it has. I apologize for the times I yell into the mic. It's whenever the wind is going. It always seems louder to me than it does to you guys. Now, Teabag, we are gonna go to Coastal Highway, and we're gonna interact with the trader. Apparently the trader has some quests that we can do, and I'd like to do them. We're gonna do all of the quests that he has on offer. I've never really looked over here. Is there anything here? Not that I can see. Okay. We're back at work today. Oh god. Okay, so you checked out like Sundered Pass or the Zone of Contamination, huh? It's tough, right? Even on lower difficulties, I would imagine that those regions are a huge spike in difficulty. I have a real hard time in Sundered Pass. I'm always like grinding through it, you know? All right, it's warm enough. I think I can put on my moose hide cloak for now. And we'll be a little bit more mobile, better able to sprint. There's a curing box bug? I haven't really... Sorry, I haven't really encountered that. What is it? Well, Sundered Pass is, it seems big, but you can ignore like half the region. You're right that it is too big for what it is, but you can ignore most of it. The only place you need to know how to get to is the peak, where the second story interior location is, and the lower part where the lonely cabin is. The outdoors? No, I haven't heard of it. Is it similar to the Long Dark? Yeah, there's 3 locations that... So basically, in Sundered Pass, when you enter Sundered Pass from Transfer Pass, you go left to get to the last lonely cabin. From the last lonely cabin, you can climb up a rope, and you can get to the weather station. You go back to the last lonely cabin, then you return to the entrance of the region, and instead of going left, you turn right, and that gets you to the paved road, which takes you to the Far Territories objective, the second Far Territories objective in the region. Yeah, once you learn that, like, you can ignore the rest of the region. It is way too big for what it is. Okay. So it's stuck, huh? I don't think I've tried to use my curing box since that patch. Maybe mine wouldn't work either. We'll see. Right now, I'm sitting on a wealth of cured meat, though. And I rarely eat it. I only eat it when I absolutely have to, and the rest of the time I try to subsist on meat. Like cooked meat. Oh, you're not wrong. It's definitely getting a little choppy. It says here we've lost 3.1% of our frames, but it doesn't currently indicate that we're losing any more frames at... Oh, there we go. Wait. Yeah, okay guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go reset the router. It should theoretically be okay now. I reset the router, I left it unplugged for 15 seconds, so I guess we'll just wait and see what the result is, eh? Fortunately, we have fixed our long-standing, the bulk of our long-standing electrical grid issues, so we don't really need to worry about anything like... My modem isn't gonna slowly get worse and worse like it did before. Okay, we got a few more people popping back in. So far, I detect no frame drops. It's entirely possible that the router just needed to be reset. Do a little data dump, you know? Kinda wish that cougar was still here. I'd probably hunt one right now, but... that's okay. Well, it just happens once in a while. Usually I do have to reset that router once every week or something. We'll start getting dips, and then once I reset it, the dips will stop. We don't have the best internet service provider. Like, we don't live in a city, right? We're extremely rural Canada. The best we can get is 10 megabits upload per second. Anyway, you know what? We don't even have to stop at that trailer. We can just go straight down. Hang on. We're gonna take off the moose hide satchel so we can put the crampons on and reduce our sprain risk. I won't be able to sprint for a little bit, but at least that way I don't have to take off the vest and I'll still be safe in a potential struggle should one occur. It's all good. I make it work. Yeah. Hello, Lightning. What's the good news, buddy? Did you get that monitor on sale? Or... okay. Alright, that's a good exchange. Right on. Yeah, Godby, we actually had an electrical grid problem before. And basically, we kept on getting power surges. Like, the draw of the house was too much for, what was it? I don't know, the transformer outside on the pole. And it was because there were multiple houses on that transformer and it's quite dated. So they switched us over to a different one that had less load on it. And since then, we haven't, like, basically every time our furnace turned on, it would send a surge throughout the entire house, right? But now that's not really happening anymore. Before, when that was happening, it was frying our modem, right? Our wireless modem. And that was causing us to get extremely unreliable internet. But now I've replaced the modem. We called our service provider. They sent a technician for free. They replaced the modem for free. And we also had the power company come in, switch our house to a different transformer on a different pole. And now it's copacetic. So now you might still be able to afford that down payment on the car, eh, Evo? All right, we're coming up on the fishing cabins now. Now, right as soon as we get an Aurora, provided we're well rested for it, we're gonna be able to perform multiple trades with the trader. As long as we're well rested. That's the requisite component, is we have to be well rested in order to do it. It's gonna be a lot of walking, but once we get to our base in the cabin near the Quonset, we'll be able to repair our moose-hide cloak, giving ourselves maximum warmth for a time. It's going to be a long time before it needs another repair. We're probably going to be able to hunt another moose before then. Anyway, I might actually just sleep right here. All right, let's get some sleep. I'm gonna have to start having a nocturnal sleep schedule in the game, because we're gonna want a full Aurora to really bang out a lot of trades with the trader. I can trade him for several bags of salt to kind of power level through it and get the reputation required for his quests. And all I need to do is hunt a few animals during an Aurora, and I'll have the meat that he needs. There should be no problem as long as I'm doing something like wolves, where they're always immediately aggressive and they come straight to you. But the nocturnal life is obviously a hard life in this game. We'll have to deal. Anyway, let's get over to that, oh, the wind is against us again. You know what, let's just go back to the fishing cabin. I don't need to race anymore through the content. Like, if the wind is against us, we can just go inside, pass time for an hour, and then come back outside and hope the wind is different. Which feels really good. Like, I just don't need to deal with it anymore. All right, let's check that. See how this is. Well, the wind isn't against us. I'll take it. I mean, sure, it's cold, but as long as I'm running with the wind to my back, I will happily take it. And we'll be a lot lighter on our feet once we're no longer carrying our hatchet, the bearskin jacket, the woodworking tools, right? We have a lot of stuff kind of weighing us down right now. Our travel gear. I'm gonna be very liberal about the hunting now. I want to get a lot of bears. We're gonna go out of our way to try to hunt as many bears as possible, because I'd rather have a bearskin jacket in several locations, several different jackets scattered throughout the map, than need to carry this one around all the time, right? Because it adds 5 kilograms to our moving pack. All right, take care for now, Evo. We'll see you in a little bit, buddy. And it's really good news about that monitor and the Alienware that you got coming your way. You're gonna have a lot of fun real soon. I'm happy for you, buddy. We'll see you in a bit. Now, we're down to our final kilogram of moose meat, which means we are going to have to try to get to our cabin before hunger becomes an issue, but we should be fine. All right, this is the log sort. We can enter this shelter here and warm up, and then we'll continue. As usual, you know, now we're gonna pass time and avoid the wind. We don't need to walk against the wind anymore. Time is no longer money. We got the rewards for the far territories. They're not going to deteriorate any longer. Pimp the bear bed in the rug, yeah. Well, function over fancy first. We're going to make sure we have bearskin jackets scattered throughout the map. I'll be able to save myself a lot of carry weight while traveling if I can do that. I might also want to strategically place all 3 woodworking tools in various locations around the map. And right now we have 1 set of woodworking tools at Transfer Pass, 1 set at Timberwolf Mountain, and this set right here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I could also craft more hatchets so that we don't need to carry the hatchet or the bearskin jacket whenever we travel. We got big plans. Hey, Bentley. Not too much, buddy. How are you doing today? I know that yesterday you lost your long dark playthrough, but is your chin up? Are you going to start another one or what? Alright, visibility is very poor, but let's just keep moving. They added more spots for the tools, really? I had no idea. So far, I think I've only found 3. I found the set of tools in Ash Canyon at the mining camp. I found a set of tools in Bleak Inlet on the 2nd floor of one of the warehouses. And I found a set of tools in the zone of contamination, somewhere in Langston Mine. I guess some players felt that they were too inaccessible. I feel like it was fine as long as you get past the Timberwolves and Bleak Inlet. You just need a few flares in the early game, right? Or a gun. But I guess they, you know, they wanted it to be more accessible for people. Hopefully, Bentley. Remember, Bentley, don't walk around with meat and guts on you. It's not worth it. The scent rating will get you killed very often. As long as you don't stink like meat and guts, your chances of survival are much higher. So never hunt in the early game. Not until you have that ballistic vest from Black Rock Penitentiary. And then you can survive a struggle or two. Your early game priority should definitely be making your way to Timberwolf Mountain, Ash Canyon, and Black Rock, and getting the plane crash loot, the technical backpack, and the ballistic vest. Not necessarily in that order, but I don't feel safe committing to a playthrough until I've done those 3 things. Yeah, the early game is the hardest. If you can get through that stretch and get your hands on the ballistic vest, then you'll be in a place where you won't die to a struggle anymore. You can actually reliably fight off 1, perhaps even 2 wolf struggles safely. I think our cabin is straight ahead that way. Yeah, I see the shadow of the derelict cabin over there, so our cabin is just a little further. We're not far. Yeah, oh, you had 3, you had a maxed out scent rating then. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. One of the ways that we made this rule set harder was we actually increased our scent from meat and guts. So animals smell us from further away than normal whenever we're carrying scented stuff. It's one of the ways that we made it a little harder. In addition to low condition recovery and very high predator spawns. All right, we're here. We made it. So let's unload. The hatchet, the bearskin jacket, and the carpenter tools. Now let's prepare 5 more. We have 10 prepared birch bark for teas, which means we have an extra 50% condition that we can regenerate at will anytime we want to, provided we prepare the tea. Now, let's take our moose hide. I think it's in the oven. No. In the freezer, right? Yeah, we have a moose hide right there. We're gonna repair our jacket. We have a 100% chance of success. We don't have to worry about failing the repair or anything like that. I think we have a 100% chance. Yep, we do. I have to mark that in my document, though. We no longer have a moose hide. And we have 2 less guts for a total of 20. Okay, here we go. It's gonna be nice to have this jacket back to mint condition where it should be. 100%. That is nice. So... And the ballistic vest has only lost 18% of its condition so far. We're still gonna have that for a good long time. What's funny is even when we remove it, we still have a 50% protection rating. But I don't feel safe taking it off because I don't know for sure that I would survive a struggle if I got in one without it. Right? Okay. Wow, we still have antibiotics here. I'm surprised those have lasted so long. Let's deposit the prepared birch bark, and I'll mark that in our document here. Okay. We are going to want to maintain a relatively nocturnal schedule. Let's move this rug. Make it more even, yeah. Right? We still have a potato just sitting there. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So, what are we doing? Oh, hello, Susanna. It's going quite well, sweetie. We made it to Coastal Highway. Yeah, we're getting ready to do the trades now. You have a nice walk? Pelts don't have any scent. Yeah, you can carry pelts as much as you want. How do you get the Black Rock vest? There's YouTube videos that can walk you through it. From Timberwolf Mountain, if you're in Timberwolf at the Mountaineer's Hut, you have to follow the river all the way up eventually. Okay, follow the river all the way up. You're going to do a rope climb. Then you keep following the river. You're going to get to a cave. That cave is going to take you to Black Rock, the region. Then from you hop down, turn left, follow the paved road. And then you're going to come to a fork in the road. You're going to turn right. You keep going, and you'll get to the prison. And then once you get to the prison, you have to find the vest in there. But part of finding it involves leaving through a hole in the wall, and then walking around the outside of the prison, and then going back in. That's it. Those are the best directions I can give you. Alright, we got a lot of cooked fish. Some cooked meat. We got a bait fish here that we can use later. The weather is god-awful here, though. We never did find any cooking pots or skillets for this area. Anyway, let's gather some fire fuel for the time being. And I want to check something about the decay rate of... The decay rate of the moose hide cloak. Yeah, give me a moment. This is valuable data. Basically, I'm going to determine whether or not I should... Okay, so the decay of the moose hide cloak when worn is 0.033, or when stored is 0.033. When worn... Okay, so it deteriorates at the same rate that the bearskin coat does when worn, but it deteriorates far slower than the bearskin coat when stored. So you know what? We're actually going to swap out our moose hide cloak for the bearskin jacket. Our stamina is in a really good place where we still have a lot of stamina, so we can afford it. And what about the wolfskin coat? Let me check that. We still have the wolfskin coat. Theoretically, I could wear it because it's a good balance of warmth and mobility. You know, it's kind of in between the bearskin jacket and the moose hide cloak. Okay. Wolfskin coat. So the wolfskin coat also deteriorates very slowly when stored. Even slower, in fact, than the moose hide cloak. When worn outside, it deteriorates. It's very easy to repair in comparison. What's funny is that the bearskin coat seems to decay faster when stored than it does while worn, which is, you know, amazing. It's got to be a glitch, though. Or at least like an oversight in the coding. Okay. So, decision time. I know that I'm not going to be wearing the moose hide cloak. It deteriorates very slowly when stored, so we can get the most out of it. That's our travel coat. All right. So we have to choose now between the wolf skin and the bear hide. The wolf jacket for looks, the bear skin for everything else. 5% less mobility, 3% more protection, significantly more warmth. We're talking like double the rate of warmth. But also harder to repair, harder to maintain. Yeah, you know what? We're going to wear the bearskin jacket. And we're going to scrap the wolf hide jacket. Our walk was pleasant, though quite frosty. We're home enjoying a cup of hot coffee, and I'm ready to chill and chat. Right on, sweetie. Sounds good. All right, you take care for now, Bentley. Take care for now. We'll see you when we see you, buddy. Wolves are a dime a dozen. You can easily repair their shit, yeah. But since we, you know, since mobility is not an issue anymore, we will wear the moose hide, or sorry, the bearskin jacket. And you know what? I'm actually going to put these mainstay crafting items right here. We're going to put all of these into a cupboard, a cabinet right here. Okay. So we have 15 crow feathers here. Apparently we have a bear hide here that we never used. I'm going to want to hunt bears pretty often. As often as we can. We need to build up a collection of them. We do have a bear hide here. Now, let's sleep. It seems too early to sleep, but we kind of want to be well rested when or if an aurora happens. Bear coat moles. Oh, hello, Ty. Nice to meet you. Are you enjoying it? Which one are you watching? Horde every night? Permadeath, huh? Insane Nightmare? We had a wonderful Christmas. We actually hung out all day yesterday for it. How are you doing? How's your holiday been, buddy? Alright, sadly, it looks like we still haven't gotten an aurora yet, but we may. Shortly. We'll see. Let's eat a fish. Oh yeah, that's the one right there. I would have worn the wolfskin jacket instead of the bearskin jacket, but apparently the bearskin coat deteriorates way faster. We're talking like 1% of its condition every 9 or 8 days, right? It deteriorates slower when you wear it, which is the funny thing. So we just got to make sure that we're not caught out in a blizzard while wearing it. Insane Feral, 25% loot. That, oh, I love those settings, buddy. Those are really fun settings to play on. The Feral's pretty tough. Like, the zombies see you from far away, but we got respectably far. Yeah. Man, I really hope we get an Aurora. It's currently a bottleneck, but you know what? In the meantime, let's hope the weather improves. And we'll try to hunt a bear. Even though it's nighttime, we could head over to that island and give it a shot. There's a few bears that we can hunt in the area. We're gonna try to build up a good collection of bear hides. Blizzard. Oh, this is the one thing that might defeat me, guys, is boredom. We're gonna really struggle to keep ourselves entertained while we're waiting for the auroras that we require to get these jobs done for the trader. I have my aurora frequency set to very high, but that might not make a difference, right? It might still screw us out of frequent auroras. That was the case in the far territories for sure. It took us like 4 days in Sundered Pass before we got what we needed. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just grab the hatchet and try to harvest some wood. Because we can at least build stuff, if nothing else. Requires light. Okay, we don't have any light. Can't gather those sticks without incurring damage to my clothing. I prefer this cabin. It's more homey. And we have a workbench here. We have everything we need, right? I built a workbench. We have a king-sized bed. Like, we're good here. Yeah. This house is nicer than the Quonset. I just gotta figure out how the hell we're gonna pass our time. Wait, where are we? I guess I'll just pass time in the fucking bed. And, we'll pass time and sleep over and over again. Okay, so when I ask him to trade, when you complete the trade, the Aurora's automatically triggered. Okay, so that means I could, like, I could strategically do it where I complete a trade during the day when there's no Aurora, make the Aurora happen at night, and then go get my loot, go back to Quonset and do another trade, and kind of chain Auroras that way. And in chaining auroras, I could also chain trades. I definitely feel that, Ty Draken. I feel that we have snow here, and I'm actually really happy that we have it. You know, I can't imagine a holiday season without a blanket of snow. I've had to shovel several times already. Like, it just feels appropriate for the season. It feels like it's not Christmas without it. Maybe you're like me in that sense. A white Christmas is the only Christmas. CNN be like, he's racist. Right now, we have a shitload of snow outside, but it's also very sunny. It's wonderful. You could use a magnifying lens to start a fire on a day like today. It's gonna be easy to deal with our cabin fever here. We just have to chill in a car during the evening hours of any day. During the day, we're going to be hunting animals, and during the night, we are going to be hoping it's an aurora and trying to bang out those trades. Once we get the quests, we'll be able to actually move around and do stuff. I'm going to need more water. And we'll grab some rations to carry around while we're looking for a bear to hunt. You never know, one of these days I might spot another moose over there too, secure another hide. Okay. I don't have an active trade, do I? No. All right. We have 3 kilos of moose meat and 4 liters of water. We're going to deposit our cured meat here. Oh. $12 cured meat. Hello there, Sheeby. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing? Did you have a Merry Christmas? Are you having decent holidays? I don't know what to say to people today. Like, it's still the holidays, but I liked yesterday because we had this unique greeting. Like, I could say Merry Christmas to everybody and be all festive, but now it's like... Maybe I should take a play at a Mary's book. When the stream started, she was like, Happy Boxing Day. Maybe I should say Happy Boxing Day. Because it kind of fills in the gap when you don't know what else to say, right? Oh, now I know there's not another fucking blizzard happening right now. That's ridiculous, dude. Well, how is there 2? We just had one last night. That's ridiculous. All right. Now I can say Happy New Year, I suppose, yeah. I can't believe there's another blizzard. We just had one. Like... All right, let's pass time. Hopefully the blizzards here are short compared to the far territories. Oh, beautiful. Okay, the blizzard here only lasted 4 fucking hours. That's nothing. That's no time at all. In the far territories, they lasted like 12 to 18 hours. It was ridiculous. All right, we have favorable weather to hunting efforts now. We could just cut some wood, but honestly, I'd like to hunt more bears if I can manage it. So let's go up to a hunting ground where we think we might be able to find a bear. We gotta hunt while the weather is warm. I hear something up there. As likely to be a rabbit as it is to be a wolf. Holy shit. Well, I guess we know what we're doing. Who knows? Maybe the bear will show up while we're doing this. Okay. Now we have meat for trades, right? I don't suppose we could get a bear too. I mean, we have a scent rating of 3, so if we are likely to attract it, you know. Anyway, we don't need to keep a nocturnal schedule anymore. Now that I know that trading with the trader triggers an aurora, what we can do is just take it day by day. So on our next aurora, we'll get a trade, and then we can live like normal, pass our time until the next day. During the day, we'll drop the stuff off for the trade, then he'll come get it. There's going to be an aurora the following night. We get our reward, go back to Quonset, get another trade, and just keep on doing it like that. Alright, we got a trailer here. So far, no sight of a bear, but we are attracting another wolf that we can kill and skin. Come on! I will not tolerate your wolven insurrection! Wow! Coward. I'm a squishy human and you're running away. Pathetic. There's an aurora mine. I mean, I know there's the Cinder Hills coal mine down by the log sort. I didn't think that going there triggered an aurora, though. Okay, so this is one big circle. You can actually end up down here. By the Quonset. By going all the way around. Okay. Oh, this weather. That's beautiful. I'd do a whole playthrough like this. It'd be horrifying. I'd love it. You'd have no mag lens, though, so eventually you'd run out of the ability to make fires effectively. Alright, let's go deposit some stuff back at base. We were able to get 3 cedar and roughly 10 kilos of wolf meat. Oh. Can we hunt again? Can he get down here? Let's give him a moment. He might path down here. Doesn't seem like it. You should definitely go visit a dentist and see if there's anything he can do to fix the pain, Teabag. Could be anything. You could have a cavity. You could need to have your wisdom teeth removed. It could be any one of those things. They always try to run at you at an angle. Oh. Well, 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 well. And it never works. Alright, we sacrificed a tiny bit of health there. I have to remember there's still that glitch, actually. There is a glitch where your game freezes when you're harvesting a carcass. It doesn't freeze, but you completely lose control of your character even though the game world around you keeps on going. And your only fix is to quit the game and load back in, but you lose all of your progress up until that point. Up until that point since you saved. So I need to be very careful when I'm harvesting carcasses not to be too quick with my button presses. I need to be very deliberate about backing out of that menu. I, so far, haven't gotten that glitch where it freezes your character in place whenever I've used the mouse to go back down here and click back manually instead of pressing the escape key. Well, sure, Teabag, but you can literally die to dental problems. So what's worse? What's worse, right? A little bit of pain at the dentist or potentially dying. There's an actor who played a beloved character named Lorne on the TV show called Angel. It's a spin-off in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer series. And the actor who played Lorne actually died because of a dental infection. It ended up stopping his heart. So you gotta get dental help. It's not worth the risk. So it's you think it's a claw knife specific glitch? It could be. I'm just happy to know that I don't need to stick to a nocturnal schedule. It's going to be easier that way. What was that? We got a bear. Hang on. I need to stink. I need to stink as bad as possible right now. All right. Here I was looking for him, and lo and behold, he comes to us. Where is he? There he is. Woo! The power of a car, eh? We got it. We got a fucking bear. Okay. One of our arrows might have broken, though. We appear to still be missing one. Either way, both of these wolf carcasses are harvested. We're gonna dump everything out of here. And we're gonna have to quarter that bear. I also need to try to find my arrow that we did not get. Let's head inside. When the knife is inserted into the animal's body, it is very pleasant, yes. Yo, Teabag, you questioning my methods, bro? Oh, you only get it when you quarter a carcass? I've gotten it when just harvesting stuff normally, I think. Alright, let's try to get this quarter done. We're gonna have to spend 2 hours out here, so it's doubtful that we'll get it all done in one go, but we'll see how warm it is. If I can by chance get a windproof spot, then maybe, but 2 hours out here, I highly doubt it. Maybe I should just try to harvest the whole fucking thing. The usual way, right? I could try, but it takes a lot longer. Nope, we're gonna take way too much health damage if I do that. Alright, you know what? There's no rush. There's no rush. We'll do that after. We'll come back for the bear tomorrow. For now, let's warm up. And let's travois all of this stuff back. Perhaps tomorrow evening I'll be able to harvest it cleanly without freezing it all. I'd certainly rather quarter for 2 hours with my hacksaw than have to use my knife for all the guts and stuff. Alright. Well, let's look for that arrow first before we go. I shot him when he was up on the hill. The arrow might have broken, but at the same time... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the other arrow is. 1, 2... 20... I do think... You know what? We might actually have all of our arrows. Never mind. Let's get going. Although I do think that we're missing one. Teabag, I think you're a psychopath. Okay. I like to see things insides on their outsides. I love the sound of a knife ripping into the flesh of a creature. I derive psychosexual stimulus from the sound of butchery. All right. Drop the raw meat. We certainly have more than enough for the trade when it happens. Let's head over here, deposit the sticks that we gathered, as well as the cedar. Oh. And the animal fat. Where do we have a fat pile around here? Over there. Milk or boob play? What? No, ASMR is just noises that are pleasing to the ear. Like the sound of hearing somebody eat. Or, I don't know, like, just shit like that. There's a category of YouTube videos where it's all just ASMR. All right. Now, I don't want to sleep the whole night away, because it's entirely possible that we might get an aurora at around midnight. So what I might do is just sleep in naps. And if we do get an aurora, I can initiate a trade. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure you were thinking of something else. Oh, that's awesome though. Oh, you see that? Yeah, that's... I'm glad that I was sleeping in small naps instead of doing it all at once. Otherwise, we would have slept through this. Now we can initiate a trade. Sutherland, come in, do you copy? Oh, Tai Tai's not here. No, he's hanging out outside. There's a lot of sunlight out there. All right. So, crow feather lamp, expensive. Kind of expensive. This is pretty cheap. That's even cheaper. I think I'd rather just have the salt. All right. Nine kilograms of meat with 3 liters of potable water. We'll trade him for 3 bags of salt. All right. Now we initiate the trade during the day tomorrow. No, not my first. I've traded with him already, right? For the wolf pants schematic? Yeah, we got the wolf pants. Oh, hell yeah, Zuzi. I'll give you that ASMR right as soon as you get home. Suck your nipples till they bleed, bro. A true funny story, guys. That's actually happened. When Zuzi and I first, like, when she first flew to Canada, I ended up playing with her boobs so much that her nipples got, like, raw and sore and red. And they were actually bleeding a little bit. She had to, like, apply a aloe cream to them and just fucking sit there topless for a while. Oh, man. Okay, we definitely have the meat that we need. We gotta try to harvest that bear. Hang on. I need food. Let's prepare the trade first. That's a very easy task. Booby land. No, it was booby land, all right. That's, yeah. I was making a Minecraft world, and she was sitting there topless. I was like, what do I name this Minecraft world? She was like, booby land. And it stuck. Yeah. We went with it. All right, 26 feathers and 2 arrowheads. All right, let's warm up. The meat that we bring the trader is gonna have to actually be good meat. Good condition meat that will not, you know, because if you give him ruined meat, then it'll disappear. Let's deposit a couple of things here. Try to lighten our load. Hang on. It's possible I could take it without taking the travois, for example. Okay, so current active trade. I need 9 kilograms of raw animal meat and 3 liters of water. We can take all that in one go. I'll fill my belly first. Has to be above 50%, huh? See what I can do. $90. That's only half a kilogram. I'll take that just in case. The wind is at our back, so that's favorable. Venison can be delicious. It depends on how well it's prepared by the person who hunted the deer. Boobyland was very short-lived, I think. But it was nice while it lasted. There might be another bear over here that we can hunt, but we still have to quarter the other one, which we'll try to do tonight during the evening hours when it's warmest. There is a bear wandering around this island somewhere. Yeah, they definitely need to add more trader docks to more places. You need to be able to trade in Bleak Inlet. You need to be able to trade... Well, fuck. They need more coastal regions for one, because right now there's no reason to base up anywhere except for Coastal Highway. It's weird, man. Although I suppose it makes sense. You use Coastal Highway as your main base, and then you can use outposts in other places. You can have a wealth of cured meat here, and then travel wherever you want. When you run out of cured meat, you come back, get some more. I guess it kind of works. As long as you view it as a main base, but you still have other bases elsewhere. All right. Okay, it's done. We gave him the 9 kilograms of raw meat and the 3 liters of water. I'm hoping that because we traded for 3 bags of salt all at once, that his reputation with us will go up enough to get our first quest from him. I'm not sure. It's entirely possible that will not be the case, but we're gonna hope. Let's warm up. We're not hunting that other bear until I've skinned the first one. I don't want to give myself too much to do. One thing at a time, right? All right, there's our dock. Oh, that sucks. Well, I guess now I'll have plenty of salt. Yes, Teabag, I would definitely be afraid of you. That would denote that you're psychologically unhinged and obsessive. I would definitely call the police. Yeah, I'm trying to get that first quest right now. We already traded him for the wolfskin pants, and now we're trying to trade him for 3 bags of salt. And I guess what I'll trade him for next is just like sacks of flour or whatever, something easy. Something light. As things already stand, we're gonna have to carry 30 kilograms of salt back when the trade is completed tonight. But we'll bring that salt back and initiate another trade with him. Alright, let's drop this wolf meat right here. Let's grab a little bit of food, an extra couple liters of water, and let's head over to that bear carcass and try to quarter it. I'm pretty sure we are missing an arrow somewhere. Six to 8 trades? Holy fuck, that's excessive. Why can't I just be like, trust me, bro? Holy. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have to monotonously grind through like fucking 5 sacks of flour. Anyway, here's our arrow. Let's warm up and try to quarter this guy. If the weather holds, which it doesn't look like it is, but if it holds, we can do it without a fire. I love how we can literally quarter this bear and spend 2 hours out here without a fire. Like, that's how you know you're in the end game. Beautiful. What was that present, Kane? What was it, buddy? You know what? I'm gonna go save the game. I don't want to get that glitch where it locks us out. Yeah, Teabag. Susanna's my wife, so you can't come here. Sorry, buddy. What can I say, Zuzi? I have that effect. I have that animal magnetism. Just drives people crazy. Honestly, the weather is so good, I feel like I may as well just use the hacksaw for these harvests and preserve the durability of my knife. Let's do that. The hacksaw is easier to repair than the fucking knife is. A driving permit, eh? Alright, that's pretty awesome. Man, this was clean. I like this. All the cabin fever protection that we got doing this. And now we have a second bear hide. And our next mission, should I choose to accept it, which I definitely will, is I have to hunt the bear on the other island over there, the Misanthrope's Homestead or whatever the hell it's called. Alright, that's a nice balanced load. We have some in the travois, some in our inventory. Our mobility will be peaked if we do that. It's okay. No, Teabag, I'm married. I have a wife. I can't, buddy. Yeah, you'll have to find a different Tom. I'm sorry. No, Godby, I didn't pass time to save the game. I passed time to warm up. I know that the game saves when you enter an interior location. I just wanted to also warm up. And then with maximum warmth, I was able to spend all that time outside harvesting the quarters. Trust me, I'm an engineer. Yeah. I've been long darking since before Zuzi was born. Not really. She's not 10. So. I do like that sound, Teabag. The meat slapping noise. I remember when I did my video series, there were a lot of times where I'd be repeatedly dropping 3 to drop a pile of meat. And it was a repeated slapping noise. So I put pictures on the screen while I was dropping the meat of like girls spanking each other and stuff. It was really nice. All right, we got our Aurora. Let's contact Sutherland and get things ready. Oh, so Teabag, you're a dude, and you just really want like a brother figure then. Well, I was thinking in more sexual terms. Understandably. I think that's the first place many people's minds go. So okay. We'll pass an hour once we get back to the Quonset. Now, I'm gonna have a brief 2-hour nap to make sure, 3-hour nap. To make sure we're rested enough for this. I got 2 trips I gotta do. One of them's gonna be real heavy, too. Definitely gonna require the travois. Anyway, let's go tell him that the trade is ready. It's very warm, at least. We'll walk as long as it's this warm. You headed out, Cane Corso? Oh. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. This is a very enigmatic character right here. Shall we say. Very overbearing. A diehard fan. Alright, let's signal the trader to complete the trade. And let's go over there and grab our shit. I kind of want to look on the wiki. Hang on. Trader, long, dark. Okay. Trust. Duh. Uh, Special request number 1. Apparently you get special request number 1 when you have a trust rating of 1 with him. But 1 is the baseline, so I should already be able to get that. That's weird. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Tai Tai is gonna come here soon. We'll get to see Tai Tai. Alright, so we have a little bit of water. I'm gonna put a little food in my belly. And let's go complete the trade. Oh, Nissan. Okay. I thought you meant he wanted like a Nissan Sentra, like a car. You know, like he's holding out for his Nissan. His Liam Neeson. I will find you and I will drive you. Yeah. Oh, man. That's okay, Teabag. It's all good, buddy. Look at that sky. Isn't that beautiful? That's so awesome. I could literally take a picture of that right now. Oh shit, an Aurora bear. I want nothing to do with that. Alright. We're gonna go the long way around. Normally I would scale the island, but we're gonna have to go around it. That bear is tripping out. He doesn't know what the hell to do pathing-wise. Okay, we have Sutherland's boat right there. Alright, the trade is done. Now, we have to use the travois and get the fuck out of here. No, the travois within you dies. Don't you want some bags of salt? Don't you need some bags of salt? Don't you want some bags of salt? You gotta find some bags of salt. Alright, that'll do. I certainly won't be doing this again, only because I don't want to have to consume the durability of the travois to get this salt home, but we already have a curing box over there at our cabin. We can use the salt with it, create a shitload of cured meat. As far as I know, the cured meat doesn't even deteriorate, like, at all. It's extremely long-term food. Hello, Athena. No flashlight on Interloper settings, I don't think. It might be one of those items that's inaccessible on the Interloper loot table. Holy shit! Oh! Oh! Omne patre, omne satre, omne ho. Okay. Tell me that wasn't the most badass shit you ever seen, though. Like, straight up. I am inside the bear. Alright. Let's get the hell out of here. We can harvest his carcass later. Yeah, whenever a bear's coming at you, dude, your first instinct is not to shoot it. You gotta try to run up onto like a cliff or a ledge or a fallen tree, a place that the bear can't path to. If somebody would clip that for me, that was epic. I feel like that's a totally worthy clip right there. Hey Susie, you game? How are you doing today, Athena? Are you having a decent holiday? I wish I could still say Merry Christmas to people, but Christmas is gone now. The best I can do now is Happy Boxing Day, and that just doesn't have the same ring to it, you know? Oh, Zuzi, just recently. Go back like 2 minutes and look at me killing the Aurora bear, okay? I'm hoping that you'll do me a favor and clip that for me. It was literally like a minute or 2 minutes ago. I killed an Aurora bear. It is Gruff's job, yeah. I wish Gruff was here right now. Or Elijah. Elijah would clip it as well. They're very good at clipping. Where is Gruff, dude? Like, where is Gruff? It's Christmas. You know what? I'm hoping he's gonna come back, like, by around January, and he's gonna be like, I was in Cuba for 2 weeks. Like, chill. You know, that's what I'm hoping. I'm trying not to worry, but I am pretty worried. One of our people is missing. All right, Susie. At the very least, what I can do is I can mark when it happened. Hang on. I'll mark it in a text document. TLD episode 13, and that would have been roughly an hour and 45 minutes in. Okay. Just in case you can't manage to clip it on the phone, sweetie, I did, I marked it in a text document. I think he has a business. I think it's one of those, like, he makes crafts and sells them, like, at fairs and Etsy and stuff like that. All right, we're just gonna stack all the salt on top of the stove here. We got room for 4 bags of it. There we go. All right, now we got to go back to the trader. Yeah, hopefully he is just super busy. Or he's kicking his feet up in the Caribbean somewhere, sipping booze out of a coconut, and he'll let us know he's safe soon. The cold is almost gone, back to normal life, learning about streaming and advancing your pup training skill. Okay, true enough. You got a name for that pup? All right, let's initiate another trade. Probably just old millflower, right? Very easy, the old millflower. I didn't have to pass an hour. It looks like it took us an hour to get back home. Now, maybe... I don't want to rush. Let's sleep the night away, and then we'll bring that stuff over there while we try to harvest the bear. But first, let's warm up and maybe try to harvest a cedar limb. Oh, teabag, don't worry. God doesn't reject anybody. It's people who reject God. That's what hell is it's for people who reject God. God doesn't want to reject anybody. He wants everybody. I no longer have my hatchet, actually. But the Aurora's done. We're pretty much gonna have to sleep now. Alright, let's get some sleep. We don't need to overthink. I didn't know that you could scroll down past the list of the trades. I'll try that next time, though. She's the star on my channel. Tried, failed this AM of new video of her. What's your pup's name? Sadie. Oh, okay. That's precious. We're coming up on the 2-year anniversary of my dog Buttercup dying. I'm gonna try not to think about it. All right. That's okay, Zuzi. Don't worry about it. I marked it in a text document. I can make a clip of it later. I appreciate the effort, though, and the attempt that you made at getting it to happen. I appreciate it a lot. All right. It's still too cold to try and quarter the bear over there. But let's bring what we need for the trade. We have to make sure that the meat is over 50%, apparently. I think it's only 2 kilograms of meat and 1 liter of water. A fairly trivial trade. Yeah. Two kilograms of meat. Extra water. Trying to get rid of the wolf meat first. But that's it for our whole kilogram pieces. All right, let's go. Damn straight, teabag. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, Buttercup was, she was kind of like a barnyard dog. She was part of a litter. Like, there was definitely inbreeding going on at this little barn operation. But she was so precious, dude. She was tiny. She was like a little terrier, we think. A little Chihuahua terrier breed. And she had a severe overbite, like a really short and stunted chin. So she kind of looks like a velociraptor sometimes. It was so cute. Yeah, precious baby. I definitely don't think I'm gonna be making that wolfskin head wrap, though. It's not as good as... It's not as good as the cougar hide head wrap. So I'm kind of ambivalent about it. Now, I don't know at present whether or not I can wear it instead of wearing the balaclava. It might be better than the balaclava. And I might be able to wear both that and the cougar hide head wrap, but I don't really know. I swear to God, I found a way up here once. What the hell was that way? Hang on. Over here? Okay. Let's go deposit what the trader needs, then we'll warm up. We'll hope that the weather is clear, and we'll try to harvest that bear by quartering the carcass. Anything new down the elevator? I don't think so. I found a wool ear wrap there, even on interloper loot settings. I did find a wool ear wrap. Wow, Sutherland is still chilling there. Let's pelt his boat with arrows like an Indian. Fucking throwing spears at airplanes and shit. Okay, the trade is ready. We're gonna try to just stay here until nighttime. I didn't bring any extra food, though. so I might have to go back to feed myself. We'll see. Either way, I have to try to quarter the bear today. The new region killed you, eh? Oh, I survived that scurvy cabin fever thing, yeah. We went tip-up fishing in a fishing cabin in Forsaken Airfield. We got a whole bunch of fish. Spent a lot of time outside, got rid of our cabin fever, ate a whole bunch of fish. Using tip-ups to catch fish is definitely like the new meta. What you do, Joker, is you go inside the fishing cabin and you use tip-ups around the fishing cabin while using the heat of the wood stove to stay warm while you keep breaking the ice. And you can keep on cooking the fish that you catch while your tip-ups catch more fish. It's amazing. I learned that this playthrough, and it is so beyond useful. It's incredible. It does count as cheating, Teabag, but there's a special way that you can climb things. So look, this right here, I can actually walk on that sideways. See? And then I can climb up this rock. You have to walk sideways into things in order to climb them. So you don't really need a jumping mod. Alright, what is it like when I'm windproof right now? -8? Hang on. I'm hoping the wind will just completely go away, but in lieu of that, maybe it can be windproof while I do the harvest. It looks like we might be able to be windproof for the harvest, given the general direction of the wind right now. Let's try it. It's certainly warm enough for me to complete the harvest if the wind doesn't change. Oh, fuck. Oh, here we go. Okay, I can get down right here. All right, let's try to get started on this. Quarter, hacksaw, done. Nope. It's not worth the health hit that we're gonna suffer. So we'll just come back and try again later. We got an entire day that we have to kill anyway, right? So. Oh god, I still have the guts and the black bear hide on me. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Got him in the head. How are you doing today, Joker? How's your holidays going, my friend? Alright, let's get inside, warm up, and hope that the wind subsides long enough to complete the quartering process of that bear carcass. Oh yeah, in The Witcher 3. Yeah, fall damage is so overtuned in that game. I remember that. That's true. That's funny, Teabag. Very relaxed. Honestly, doing pretty good, yeah. The experience today is much easier than yesterday. We're no longer in the far territories freezing our ass off every day, and for that, I'm very grateful. Now we're in the mild and calm coastal highway getting some trades done with the trader. It's going very good. I kind of wish I was back at base. We need to cook more food, and right now we have direct sunlight, but... Oh, this is nice, isn't it, guys? The weather is so warm that we're warming up right now. That's something you just don't get in the far territories. This is beautiful. I suppose I should go back. Maybe we could start cooking, because the thing is, I still need to radio the trader to tell him that the trade is even prepared, so... Let's use the travois and cart these things back. Oh, the bear quarters make it... You know what? Let's... Hang on. I'd rather harvest these quarters. Make them a lot lighter. Otherwise, the travois is just going to be extra slow needlessly, right? I'm going to go turn on the burner. I still have steeped coffee in the pot, and I want to heat it up. Hopefully the sunlight persists until we can get that fire lit, and then we can cook some extra food, maybe prepare some extra water. But since we got here, we've hunted 2 bears. We're doing pretty good. Oh shit, weather turned. Alright. Either way, we've harvested everything, so let's get back there. Oh, it's Tai Tai. Oh my god, Tai Tai has made an appearance. Here's the boy. Oh, the Tai Tai. Oh, good Tai Tai. Yeah, come here, Tai. Come say hi to everybody. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes, a good boy. Wanna come cozy? Come get cozy? Hmm? Wanna come get cozy, Tai Tai? Or do you want to go outside since it's so sunny today? Well, I guess it's up to you. There's our good boy. Yeah, good boy. Where's his baby boy? Yeah, good boy. Wanna go outside? Wanna go outside? Wanna go? Alright. Alright. Oh. We got everything. Let's load it up. Yeah, we have 3 cats. All of them are orange. Their names are Weasley, like the Weasleys from Harry Potter, because of their orange hair, right? The other one is Tyrion, because Tai is pretty smart. He's a smart cat. And, you know, Tyrion Lannister has red hair, at least in the show of Game of Thrones. And the third cat is Theo. He's Prometheus. I named him that because out of all the cats we have, he's had the hardest life. He was wild for like a year and a half, unowned. And we fed him for 6 months and earned his trust, and then we adopted him. But then these locals found out that we had him, and they basically manipulated my mom into giving him up. They showed us a picture that they owned him, but these people were like rampant, errant. They had a shitload of unfixed cats that were just breeding out of control. They probably still do. And basically they had so many cats that the cats were fighting for territory too much and running away. And that's what happened to Theo. Now, Theo and Tai are both brothers from the same litter, coming from that family, right? They were cat hoarders. They had a horrible problem. Probably still are, and probably still do. And so they took Theo, and Theo ran away 2 weeks after they took him, and he was wild for another 7 or 8 months until we got him again. So Theo has literally been wild for over a year. He had a very hard life, but I named him Prometheus because he embraced his mountain and he's very strong. Hey, shithit. How are you doing today, buddy? How's your holidays going? I don't know if I should call it. I like calling you shit hit. It has a nice ring to it, but it also sounds insulting. Would you rather be called alone or shit hit? You could always change your name to something cooler, like fucking Draxus the Destroyer or something. I don't know. Why the fuck not, right? All right, drop all the meat. Oh, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now let's go ditch the guts after we've eaten something. You like shit hit, eh? All right, I'll call you shit hit. Right on. Yeah, you having good holidays, buddy? Are things acceptable? Okay, we have 20 more guts here now. Hi, Theo. And I don't think that I remembered to mark the 4 guts that we dropped when we hunted the wolves, so we'll say it's 24 more guts, for a total of 44. We also have 4 more wolf pelts for a total of 8, and 2 more bear hides for a total of 3. We're sitting on a wealth of bear hides right now. Very good. And we no longer have the wolf skin coat. I have to remove that from the list. Let's put the bear hides out here. We have 2 of them. Honestly, we did really good. All right, harvest the arrow. Oh, yo, this is the best place to have a base. Do you know where the really good campfire spot is here? I'll show you. Hang on, 32 feathers now. Yeah, I'll show you, man. This campfire spot out here, it's Amazing. Most of the time, the wind does not blow it out. Okay? You put it right here. So it's wind protected from there, there, and this tree, right? There's a little slope right there, but it's kind of vulnerable from here. But it's not often that the wind blows that way. But this slope right there protects it from that side. It's protected all around except for maybe like right there. I used to have it tucked in back here, but the wind blowing this way blew it out. So I tried to move it back, and we're kind of testing this out now. It's really nice though, dude. Right on. Glad to hear it, buddy. I'm glad to hear your holidays are acceptable. Yes. I would have been alone for the holidays if it wasn't for this community. So I'm feeling like there's a lot to be grateful for this year. Honestly, in the past year, we've gotten the channel off the ground, and there's always people hanging out, always people to quell the loneliness. And I can help quell the loneliness of others too, so a lot to be grateful for. It's been a good year. I smell my coffee. It's just about ready. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go pour it. We got a free fire here. We're gonna use it to cook a shitload of the meat that we've gotten, while testing out the fire's windproof capabilities. Hey, Theo went outside and coffee acquired. Oh, hell yeah. Sundered Pass was tough, dude. And when we had to do the long walk, like, we got down to, I think, 18% of our condition a couple of times. Once going to the weather tower and once doing the final steps of the Far Territories questline. Like, we had to go up to the basement that you have to uncover at the peak of Sundered Pass, then we had to go even higher. That was rough. We lost a lot of health, but we made it. We made it. Oh, very nice. Bearskin rug. I'm gonna have to make one of those. You know what would be really cool, actually? Maybe now that they have all of this, they could implement a coziness system where the more decorations you have in your base, and the higher quality, like let's say you build a bearskin rug, and because you have a bearskin rug, it increases your passive condition recovery by like 3%, right? And the more decorations you have, the higher your coziness rating, the faster your passive health regeneration when you're just chilling at base. That would be dope, I think. All right, so while we... Yeah, I'm not sure if that fire can be blown out or not, but I'd like to try putting this over there. Still, for now, let's just transfer some meat over there so we can start cooking. We're already tired, unfortunately, and we do still have to do the trade tonight, but maybe I can nap while we're cooking bear chunks, because the bear meat takes like an hour to cook, so I could have a little nap out here while we're cooking it. Okay. Now that we have the meat, let's dismantle this and then rebuild it right here. And if I get enough stones, maybe I could just build 2. 57 minutes, 57 minutes. I can put my bedroll right there. Let's have an hour-long nap. And then we'll wake up to cooked bear meat. Sleep another hour. Oh, okay, looks like the wind blew out our fire. Damn shame. Yeah, hang on. Am I able to place this rock cache there? Because the problem is I wanted my rock cache like right here, right? Because that would have made it extra windproof, but I was unable to place it because you can only place it like back here, and that leaves enough of a gap for the wind to get it. So I'm hoping if I rotate it in a special way, that I might be able to place it closer to that gap. Because you can use the rock cache as somewhat of a barrier to protect against wind. It's just not... You can't place the rock cache everywhere to do that. I would like to try and find a better place for the fire, though, where it's even more windproof. But my options are limited here. We'll keep our eyes open, and we'll look for dips in the terrain that might be more conducive to an invulnerable fire. Let's drop the wolf meat. For now, we have a massive pile of cooked fish, and we still have plenty of water left. Let's go tell the trader that the trade is ready. Oh, you don't like cabin fever, eh? I got used to it over time. There's ways and means that you can deal with it, but it does get tedious from time to time. One of the ways that I would deal with it is like, if you have a car, you can go in the car and then you can use your bedroll and pass time, right? That's one way. Another way, if you don't have a car, is you just come outside, put your bedroll down, pass time until you're about to freeze, and then you go in. And then you pass time till you're warmed up. There's ways and means. Definitely shallow caves, the exterior caves are the best way. But we don't always have those shallow caves to use. All right, let's see here. I need to deposit. We have 50 stones on us right now because I took apart the rock cache. I wish I was able to see which direction the wind was blowing when it blew out the fire. It really sucks that I can't put the stone cache right there, because if I could, that fire would 100% be completely invulnerable to the wind. It's the one flaw. The one flaw. Anyway, let's put these stones in here. As well as our fire fuel for now. Make ourselves a little lighter on our feet while we go complete this trade. And then we have to come back here and start a new trade before we sleep for the night. Going mental and curing it by sitting in a car. Yeah, it definitely is. Because, I mean, I spend every single day in my house, right? And I don't go crazy. But at the same time, I have TV, I have video games. Like, I'd imagine when you're just sitting in a place for a really long time with very little to do, and you're just like passing time, right? Like shuffling a fucking deck of cards and playing whatever the fuck you're playing with yourself, like that must drive someone batshit crazy. I feel like if I was this guy and I had like no electricity, I couldn't watch TV, I couldn't play video games, then I would probably prefer traveling around over staying in one place. Right now, we're just doing whatever shit trades we can do. We traded 9 kilograms of meat and 3 liters of water in exchange for 30 kilograms of salt, basically. And now we're just trading for sacks of flour over and over again until we have a high enough reputation to start getting the trader quests. Oh, I love that, man. It's a little chilly in the house. It's not perfectly warm, but every time I take a sip of coffee, it makes me feel like I'm getting the warming up bonus in the long dark. You know, you just feel the heat entering your body. Yeah. Wow. Well, hey, Sheepy, that just means you got back for the good parts. You know what I mean? All right, we got our sack of flour. The trade is done. Now we gotta head back and we gotta contact him again. I really wish there was a radio inside this house that we could use to contact the trader. I really do. I kind of hope one day they let you pick up the radio and place it in the house that you choose. We don't have to worry about that bear anymore. We killed it. Anyway, we're already freezing. So at this point, I'm gonna remove my bearskin jacket so that we have more stamina for sprinting. And that's gonna get us home faster, which means we'll freeze less. I could also afford to be more tired for sleeping anyway, but we have to make sure we initiate a new trade with the trader before we go to sleep. It is very pretty out here. These auroras are really something, aren't they? Where's the moon? Because when you have the moon and the backdrop... Oh, yeah, look at that. We could literally use this camera to take a picture of that right now if we wanted to. But we'd need film. Look at that. You can take your own pictures. Like, that's... I've never used the camera before, but I'm excited to potentially try it. Yeah, I agree, Alone. I agree. If you're doing something, then it shouldn't add to the cabin fever timer. But it is what it is. I kind of get why they did it. It draws out progression. It adds variety to what you're doing. A lot of people in the beginning were just like turtling up indefinitely, and they would never leave their base. They'd just fucking go check the rabbit snares, live off of rabbit meat. I think it encouraged a lot of players to get better at traveling and exploring the world. And when I'm comfortable in my end game, I pretty much like never see cabin fever. You know, it just doesn't happen. I just learned how to incorporate ways and means of avoiding it into the end game rituals. Whether that's quartering a bear outside or fucking having a massive cook-off for food and water, or going fishing, or even just walking around, hunting animals on the warmer evening hours of the day, you know. All right, let's trade. The frozen angler. I actually want that. Hang on. I have to check if I have any ptarmigan down here. I don't think so. Fuck, we have no ptarmigan down here. And I don't know where I could find ptarmigans anywhere in Coastal Highway, but I really want that. I don't really care about this. I wish I could tell what you use to actually cook this. Oh, salt, broth, and fresh rabbit, eh? Fortifies condition if salty. That would require a car battery. I'd rather just continue making progress on the trade. So he has work gloves here. We don't need those. Let's just do another sack of flour. We'll end the call. And if I can, I'll try to deliver what he wants for the trade tonight. You know what? No, we're not going to do that. We can repeatedly chain auroras if we keep doing it the way that we're doing it. It's better that way. And I'm going to try to hunt some ptarmigans tomorrow with our downtime if it's not a sunny day. It looks so sunny outside. It makes me want like a barbecue or something. But fat chance. Tonight I'm eating a meal like every other night. I'm baking meat in the oven. It is what it is. The 5-star chef isn't here right now, so... Yeah, I really want that one because it's so easy to make. Like salt, broth you can make with ptarmigan meat, I think. I need to find a place to hunt ptarmigans around here, though. I have no idea where to find them in this region. I didn't bring any fire-hardened arrows with me, so stones are pretty much my only option unless I want to use the durability of my arrows, which I don't. Well, let's deposit the can of spray paint here. It's just extra weight. We don't really need it. We've got another sack of flour here. Plenty of flour, really. We'll be sitting on quite a stockpile of it when the time comes. Alright, now I need to deliver that stuff over there to the trader. Aw, that sucks, Teabag. Well, we hang out whenever we can, buddy. Yeah, we'll hang out as often as we can. True enough, Susie. True enough. I just wish I had your cooking. You always seem so much better at preparing it than me. Alright, you know what? The weather is good. Let's... Here. We'll grab our stones and the fire fuel, and we'll try to get something done. And let's just put this salt in here. If I can work out ways of getting that fire to be windproof, then we gotta do it, right? Like, we have to try. Let's collect that meat, harvest the campfire, break it down, and let's try to build this cache, like, right here. We need to try to find a way to put it there. If there's any sort of location or rotation that allows for it. We need to try to get it closer than before. I don't know how. We could seal that up. Kind of. It kind of stops with the trees, though. This... I don't know if this would work or not. It might. But that looks real funky. I feel like that is just too immersion breaking to place a fire there. We're not yet able to pick up and freely move fire barrels, but when the time comes that we finally can, I certainly will. Anyway, let's look around at some of the hills around here and see if there's anything that I haven't noticed before that we could theoretically use. If you could put a fire right here, it would be perfect. Completely surrounded by hills and terrain that could block the wind. Let's throw on our bearskin. Hypothermia risk. This might do, actually. This could be a viable, completely windproof location. It's at least possible. We'll try it out. If I can find a place that's completely windproof around here, we'll be golden forever. Nice humble brag there, Zuzi. British beef cheeseburgers with bacon, onion, and mayo. Oh, don't worry, Teabag. We'll be okay, buddy. At least I hope so. A big earthquake and a tsunami would suck. I have a theory, actually, that a lot of the tsunamis that happened were not actually tectonic plates shifting, but rather nuclear weapons detonating under the water. Because when you think about it, how many nuclear weapons are actually stored in submarines so that they can be launched, right? And some of the nuclear weapons that we have now are so powerful that they can actually level entire large cities with a 300-kilometer radiation burn radius. So I actually think that there was a accidental detonation of a nuke underwater and it caused this massive tsunami. All right. Well, we have the fire there, but we have to figure out how windproof it is capable of being. A vulnerable point, definitely, like right here, it would be vulnerable to the wind. But if I could find a way to place yeah, like that right there, that might actually protect it. So let's take a look. That is the lowest dip. If I cover that up, we might be okay. Anyway, let's go grab our meat and shit. And while we're cooking 2 kilograms of bear meat, we are going to do the walk over there and deliver what we have to deliver for this trade. We need 2 kilograms of meat and 1 liter of water. All right, Teabag, you can come over here and you can chop the firewood, buddy. I will sit on my ass and do nothing. You can chop the firewood and Zuzi can cook all the meals. No, I'd like the hunting. I think that hunting would be my jam. All right, let's get started. All right, now I place that bear meat there. Wait, full kilogram. Okay. And then we're going to try to chuck a piece of cedar in there, and we have to make it to the trader and back. So we're going to take 2 kilograms of bear meat for him. We already have a spare liter of water, so let's just go do that trip now and try to be back soon. Yeah, Zuzi inspires me, Athena. Like, as a man, I feel like I have this inner need to, like, to be skillful and to show off in some way, hence the channel. I want to do things like difficult things. I want to garner peer approval and earn respect out of some psychologically infantile need to affirm my existence, so to speak. She derives her self-fulfillment in completely different ways. Like, she's extremely creative. She does a lot of painting. And she expresses her love for others through her servitude for them. So it's like Zuzana will learn a recipe, try to cook it to the best of her ability, and then stand there and watch you taste it, hoping that you're happy, hoping that you smile, hoping that it brings joy to you to eat what she's cooked. And I feel like she's a well-crafted wife and mother. And we don't have a kid yet, but I already know that because of how good of a wife she is, she would be a remarkable mother if we had a child, which I hope we one day can. Yeah. I count my lucky stars every day for Zuzi, I really do. I don't know what a perfect wife and mother is, but I would bet my money that Zuzi is somewhere near that bullseye. Alright, the trade is ready. We're gonna get another Aurora tonight, and we'll have to radio Sutherland and let him know. The pile of rocks is really useful, Teabag. You can use it to protect from the wind. In fact, right now the wind is blowing. It'll be a good test for our fire to see if it's still going. Oh, we're married. I put a ring on her. Totally. Yeah, we're married. I had to lock her down. Well, Athena, if you identify with those qualities of Zuzi's, where you want to make your family happy, you want to take good care of them, make sure that their needs are tended for, and make sure that they have good food and full bellies and warm hearts, then cheers to you too. You're a wonderful woman as well. Cooking skills are no joke, dude. So much goes into it. Have you ever watched that channel called That Dude Can Cook? Zuzi's been following a lot of his recipes, and he's revolutionized so many of the ways that she used to prepare food. She has this way of making turkey now, where instead of cooking the whole turkey, she'll actually like quarter the carcass and cook everything like she'll remove it from the carcass and cook like the breasts on the pan, the drumsticks, the wings, and it turns out phenomenal every time. The white meat is always juicy and moist. It's never dry, and the skin is always crispy. It's so good. Don't worry, T-Dog. One day you'll find, buddy. One day you'll find somebody. Hey, you just have to find a woman who is also into theology and occultism. That's all you gotta do. It sounds pretty hard. I grant, it is pretty hard, but you'll figure it out, buddy. You'll find somebody. Well, guys, I'm happy to say, even with that extreme wind, our fire is still going. I can tell that it's windproof from many sides because of this hill. That right there is the only perceptibly vulnerable point. Maybe like right here, I'm not sure. I feel like I might want to move this rock cache over slightly. If I even can, but a lot of that is up to like, oh, yeah, right there might be like perfect, honestly, if I can place it right there. All right, let's do that. All right, guys, we're gonna test out this fire location over the long term. You never know, I might have finally found a better fireplace. Are you seeing this shit hit? Hey, you never know, Teabag. God might introduce that suitable wife to you in this life. God does have a way of taking, if he can find a kind person with a stalwart heart, then he'll give that person a strong wife or husband so that that person will help them to stay on the right path for the rest of their lives. All right, you know what? Let's go grab our hatchet, because while I'm doing that cooking, I can totally harvest some of the firewood out here. Okay. The thing is, so much of life is kind of like the devil trying to pull you away from God. So sometimes when God sees people that, like, I don't know, he'll like give you somebody to help you fight against the devil's attempts to pull you in. Yeah. Other people don't need it. Other people are strong enough to resist that pull. I know that I wasn't, man. I was very susceptible to corruption when I was younger. I had a volatile mind. I often failed to control my baser impulses. Life was harder. The one thing I don't like about this fire, I notice sometimes when you go out and come back in, the fire will kind of sink beneath the terrain, right? This, right? It looks very strange, but it is what it is. We can't really seem to avoid it. Anyway, let's throw a couple more kilograms on there while I try to harvest some wood here. I'm windproof right here. Let's do it. Beautiful. So far, though, the fire is passing the wind test. So far. Hang on. I may actually want to hang on to some of this. 1 kilogram, 1 kilogram, but the condition of the meat gives me pause. It might not be good for another trade. Hang on. We're gonna hang on to those two so that we can theoretically do one more trade. But I will need to hunt more animals and get more meat. Oh, never mind. We're still sitting on a lot of meat right here. And we have a lot of gamey meat, too. All right. Then, you know what? Let's drop our cooked meat right here. Lighten our load a little. We still have a little bit of water. Hey, you can find an outdoorsy woman. It's funny you should say that, Teabag, because there's actually, I think it's a Greek legend where people used to be, they used to have 4 arms, 4 legs, 2 sets of eyes, right? But Zeus, fearing their power, divided people in 2. And finding your soulmate, so to speak, is finding the person that you were originally linked with before Zeus separated you. So for me, my other half would have been Zuzi. All right, let's put this piece of cedar in there, keep the fire going. And let's go contact Sutherland. Kiefer Sutherland. All right, Zuzi. I'll see you in a little while. You take care for now. Signal trader to complete the trade. Now, we can go there right now. We could. In fact, we probably should. Let's head over there. I remember when Zuzi and I met, we were both kind of young and stupid. I was 23, she was 18. I was currently in and out of jail for the same thing, crimes against police on social media and the government, right? Decrying police brutality, corporate corruption, political collusion. And she was just kind of like, she was like speed dating on apps, trying to find somebody, right? Kind of drifting in her life, as it were. She was working, didn't know what towards, and I was kind of aimless. I had purpose in my activism, but I was also just getting myself in a shitload of trouble. And when we met, at first, it was very passionate. We fell for each other very rapidly, but we also caused each other a great deal of pain. But over time, it's like the whirlpool settled down, and we both became just leveled out. And our relationship became a source of calmness and strength for both of us. Our union was like a very hot crucible, but it melted the impurities out of us and turned us into like tempered steel versions of ourselves. And I think that that's a lot of how it is. A lot of people give up on relationships too easily when it gets hard because they don't know that the relationship getting hard is what's supposed to happen. Now, granted, there are sociopaths, there are narcissists, there are clinically incompatible people that we sometimes get trapped with and saddled with. But a lot of the time, it's just 2 regular people trying to find the better parts of themselves, hoping you can find a better part of yourself. And I think the way that people should look at relationships, if they're healthy-minded and not batshit crazy, is I'll bring out the best in you if you bring out the best in me, and I will challenge the worst of you if you challenge the worst of me. And in this symbiotic agreement, we will become better for each other, and you will be able to lean on me as I will be able to lean on you. I will cultivate your strength, and you will cultivate mine, and we will both develop a mutual dependency on each other. We will hold each other up when we are feeling weak. We will make each other hopeful when we are despairing, you know? All right, we've completed another trade. You gotta be really fucking dirty for God to reject you. You gotta be incorrigibly dirty, dude. The thing is, the way that God is designed is he'll pretty much forgive anything. But hell is canonically made for people who reject God. God's not gonna reject you. It depends on whether or not you reject him. Hell is for those not who are evil, but for those who separate themselves from God. Now, all we have to do is take another... Oh shit, we got a wolf in our path. Okay, he's running away. All we gotta do is take another trade from Sutherland before we go to sleep. The fire has definitely passed the wind test so far, eh? They definitely have to fix Aurora animals. The behavior is so strange. Yeah, that fire definitely passes the wind test. I just wish it didn't end up burying itself under the terrain. But it is what it is. We can't really avoid that, can we? Alright, now let's go contact Sutherland. Hello, Judith. How are you doing today? Your holiday is going good? You feeling all better after that cold that you caught earlier? I really hope we get that quest. Oh, conversations. Here we go. Hang on. Let's turn up our voice volume here. Finally, we have a job.
Find my brother, Wyatt. He hasn't checked in since it all went dark. He runs with his group of preppers. Bad guys, his crew, but they look up to him. There were always three that followed Wyatt around. Stockpilers, hunters, conspiracy nuts. Maybe you know the type, huh? Their old bunkers would be a good place to start looking for them. One of the guys had a half a brain, unlike the other two who were caught up in mounting heads on the wall or scribbling crazy theories. I'd start with him, the half a brain survivalist. Bring me any signs of Wyatt you can find. Something squirreled away, out of sight, a loose brick, you get the idea. Those idiots thought they were so damn clever. You do that, and I'll start sharing my best stuff with you. And if you don't, well, good luck to you, pal. Like it or not, this is all I have.
All right, well, let's take the special request here. End call.
Yep, heading out.
My energy is just...
So, he gave us, like, nothing to go on, eh? He basically just said, prepper bunker, which is kind of shitty. Find the stocked and furnished survivalist's prepper bunker and search for a secret stash. But that could be anywhere in the world, though. He didn't even give us a general idea of the region. I don't like that. That's lazy as fuck. Hang on. Search for Wyatt, Long Dark. So what, you basically just have to look for... What, you have to look for all of them and try to find the 3? Well, I mean, I feel like he should at least point you in the general direction of the region, right? Because, like, I don't even know where all of the prepper caches are. I know where a lot of them are. Like, I can find the one in Mystery Lake. I can find the one in Bleak Inlet. I can find the one in Forlorn Muskeg. But like, that's it. I know where 3 of them are. That's crazy. And only some of them spawn, too. So he basically wants you to find the 3 preppers caches that have items in them. But I don't think I'm going to do this, though. Only because there's no in-game... Like, they want to send you to the wiki so that they can make money off the ads on their wiki. And I don't like that. I feel like they should tell you the region where you can find it. This screams incomplete to me, and I don't really want to do it. It's not worth it. I don't want to just walk around the world looking for a needle in a haystack, you know what I mean? If they ever add a feature where they tell you what region it's in, I'll happily do it. But right now it's incomplete in its current form, and it's a low way that Hinterland's trying to get you on their wiki so they can make ad revenue off of each visit. All right, let's finish cooking this shit and let's get some sleep. And let's move all this stuff where it's gotta be. We did, however, manage to locate a good fire location for this area. I just don't like how the campfire is buried and obscured like that. Hang on. We'll leave that there for now. But later on, I might move that campfire over. I'm glad you're feeling better, Judith. I liked the questing, but I feel like the way they designed these particular quests is just... Well, they didn't. They didn't design it. It's in order to have a quest, it shouldn't just be like, oh, explore the entire world and hope you stumble upon a needle in a haystack. That's not, you know, it's just shitty. Poor implementation. All right, let's drop all of our meat. We have plenty of food now. And let's process our loot. I do think, though, that I'm gonna stop playing this playthrough. I'm kind of disappointed with the trader quests, and I don't have that much incentive to keep playing now. That I know that that's all it is, right? But I'm gonna find a different game that we can get into for a while. We've played the shit out of this, and we managed to succeed on extremely difficult rule settings. Like, we did really good. And if they do patch the quests, I'll leave the save file here. I'll definitely leave the save file. We have no reason to get rid of it. They may end up patching the trader quest so that they at least point you in the general direction. Like, Sutherland could tell you, like, oh, the last time I got a signal from this guy was in this region, right? Just so that you know you have to look in that region. Like, that's all it needs, and then it'll be complete. Literally all it needs. All right, let's see here. Lawnmower simulator. Yeah, maybe, buddy. Are you on your lunch break right now, or are you off today? Oh. Maybe I'll try Minecraft hardcore again. I've been kind of getting those feels, like I'd like to give it another shot with what I've learned, you know? You do not work today. Good, good. All right, so whatever I play, you're gonna be there, huh? And chill today. You probably have some other stuff you gotta do, like walk Bentley, chill with the missus, but... Anyway, sorry guys, it looks like for the time being, we're completely done with this. I really don't like their current implementation of the trader quests. I don't want to just exist for the purpose of existing while I look for bunkers, right? It should at least point you in the general direction. Like, it should be like, okay, I got a radio signal from a bunker, and it was around Black Rock, Ash Canyon, or Timberwolf. Scour those regions, seek out the bunker, right? Like, it should be a general area, right? It shouldn't just be, like, aimless wandering. Anyway, let's save the game. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for sharing this adventure with me. I don't like how it's ending, but you know what? Maybe we'll be able to continue it if they patch the quests and make them a little bit more, like, accessible. You know, there should be a general direction given to the player of where they should go, at least approximately, within a radius of 3 regions, you know? Right on, Lee. Right on. You're all mine. Okay, so as far as what I'll play next, I'll give it a little bit of thought. I mean, Zomboid is there, but you literally get zombified every time you get grabbed in Zomboid right now, so I still have to wait for them to fix that. I haven't heard anything about a bug fix for that, but we'll see. I could try to do... I want to do Forever Skies, but they never fixed Chronic Hemorrhagic Fever. I want to do Vintage Story, but they never fixed the infinite hunger saturation glitch when eating soup. And I also want to play Minecraft. Minecraft is a good contender. Hardcore mode is pretty hard, and it would demand a lot of focus and attention, and it's got a lot of room for expansion. Like, we can settle down at a village, right? Make it nice and interesting, very interesting playthrough. Anyway, for now, take care, rock on, and peace out, everybody. I'll give some thought to what we're playing, and I'll meet you back here for half an hour. Let's see what adventures still await us. All right, later for now.